Today, I've got me a new ceiling fan. The ceiling fan in my bedroom, well, I've just never been a big fan of it. We're gonna get this thing unboxed and see what all's in here. All right, very important, we have some instructions. There is the down tube. We're gonna need that to hang it. Nuts, bolts, accessories, the down tube assembly piece. So that's what's gonna hang from the ceiling. This is the little skirt, veil, whatever, that hides all the wiring at the ceiling. This is the LED lighting kit. This fan does have LEDs, which will be nice. Mounting bracket, that's really important. This is the little remote control with the receiver and wiring for the remote control portion of the fan. The little bell that covers the connection between the fan and the post. This is the fan motor. And then, of course, we have the fan blades. These are pretty cool. They're black on the top side, but they have this nice wood look on the bottom side. Here we go with the assembly. The mounting bracket I don't need yet. Basically, how it works is mounting bracket is gonna go onto the junction box, and this will hold here and let that fan just hang out. Let's get these instructions out and see what we have. This has two different length down rods. I'm gonna need to change this one out and put the longer down rod on because I have some angles on my ceiling, so it will need to hang down a little bit. I'm gonna start with putting the fan blades on and everything else, because the rest of this, you're just gonna feed through these, and then you're gonna connect everything in place, and then you're gonna go hang it. So it should be a pretty easy assembly. So to start, we're gonna find the little brass looking screws here with the little red washers on them. Need a Phillips head screwdriver. And you're gonna take your fan blade and you're gonna have the wood side, the faux wood side, down, and you're just gonna slide the fan blade in. You'll take your little gasket and your screw, and you will line those up and screw that into place. I'm gonna leave it loose until I get all three of them in, and then I'll tighten them down. It's a pretty simple procedure. I mean, if you know how to run a screwdriver, you can easily do this part. I got all the fan blades on. So now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to put the light assembly on. Got to take these little screws out. I didn't realize they were pre-assembled. So you got to take these little screws out here. Okay, there's a little plug here. So you slide this in and you snap the plug in to place. And then tight that thing down. There's my screw holes, right there. All right, so now we just put the screws back in, just like that. These are just gonna snug up. They seem like if you grind down on them or you try to tighten them until they stop, you're gonna strip the hole out. Because this one here is kinda still turning, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, I have that assembly done. Now, nice thing about having that done is now I have a flat surface. I can flip this over to do the rest of the stuff. And just set that here, like that. Okay, now I wanna use the 10-inch down rod instead of the 5-inch. So in order to do that, you have to undo these two screws here. You don't have to take them out all the way, just enough to get the rod out. And of course you have to take your safety pin out, pull that rod out. There's a little holding rod. Just learned the lesson. This little rod in here is going to prevent these from going all the way through. It's always these little learning things now, right? All right, so you get everything fed through. that. Then we're gonna get the little safety pin. There we go. You get that safety pin through and then pin it in place. Then you're going to take the two little bolts and you're going to tighten those back down. I run this bell. Apparently the camera cut off while I was finishing the assembly. I didn't have much left to go. I put the safety pin through, tightened that down, put this little bell over the top of it, slid this shroud over, then took the little piece that holds it in the ceiling and threaded the cables through there and secured that in place. It's time to install this one. Sorry about the lights, but of course I had to turn off the power to the breaker for safety reasons, and that killed all my plugs in the room. So all I have is my natural light from my windows. So we'll get done with what we can and we'll roll with it that way. So the next thing I need to install is this plate that will go into holding the fan up. Now, the box that I have has these other screws, and I don't think the ones that came with this are going to be, no. All right, so that's something you gotta watch out for, is the ones that actually came with the fan. They're not quite long enough to get the job done, so you just simply use the ones that were already in place. So, pretty simple. We'll just take this and let's push these out of the way for now. Just run that right up to where the previous one was. And with everything else I've done, I'm just gonna keep it lightly tight, not really tighten it down until I have both sides where I need them to go. That's good and tight. Now the wiring begins. That's pretty straightforward. You go black to black, yellow, white to white, and then this little bad boy here is the ground, and I'll connect those over here on the side. I got the fan installed and working, and this fan is controlled by this remote. Now, with this remote, you can turn the fan on and off by simply pressing one of these 6 keys. It's numbers 1 through 6. Those are your different fan speeds. So if I hit 1, it's going to turn the fan on to the number 1 speed. So you have 6 different speeds. And if you hit the FR button in the middle while it's running, forward, reverse, what's going to happen is it will slow down, it will stop, and then it will start rotating the other way, so that during the winter time you can pull air up, and during summertime you can push it down for more comfortable living. Let's wait till it does that. So you can see it's slowing down right now, and it will start to go the other direction. So there's that. It's working as intended. I'm gonna turn it around the other way. While it's turning around the other way, I'm going to go through a few other functions on this fan. This fan does have a LED light in it. As you can see, you can just turn it on, or you can turn it off by the click of this button. It does have 3 different modes to go from cooler to warmer to slightly even warmer for the lighting of your choice. Fan is super quiet. I'll put number 6 on and let that go for a minute. Yeah, there you go. You can hear it moving. It's wobbling a little bit, which I wouldn't normally run a fan at that speed anyway. You can run presets on it. It does have a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and 8 hour timer so that you can set it for like an hour. It'll turn the fan off. That might come in handy if you think it would. And so that is the ceiling fan that I just installed in my bedroom. The aesthetic's a lot nicer than the one that I had in here previously.